Hello and welcome. Right, I really thought I'd lost the session. That I knew that we'd done the big sell and that we're well over 1 million. I did say we'd be up to this, but I'd lost. I was just catching up on the last session. I thought this is not the last session. We've not even done all the selling, and I distinctly remember doing all the selling. Now then, it is February. Remind me, did we buy all the fields we were going to buy? Did we like? No, we didn't, did we? So really, I always find this is the time to buy fields. It's literally at the point where, like, everyone's, well, like, it can still be growing, can't it? Let's just check. So, growing. They're not growing. So, field 21, we will definitely buy you because we know you're brilliant. Yep. And there is quite a large pause now when you're actually... So the other things are, obviously, these ones here. Field 4 is right next to the farm. We've got a bit of a trek to go down, which is opposite. But then again, 3 and 7 we were talking about too. 39, remind me. No, it's fairly awful. I don't think any of them in this area are really particularly good. Oh, no, that's not too terrible. We did talk about field 7 as well, so I think we will. I don't want to go too silly, though. I don't want this farm to be like, although, actually, yes, I suppose thinking about this, field 6 is our grass field. It is ready to rock and roll. We know that, but that's not the point. So then, thinking about this, what we need to do, we've got the veg greenhouse. Well, that's doing, like, spinach, rice, peas and green beans, so we've got some of them covered. It is almost impossible to do all of these by natural means. If you imagine how many of the 3 old veggies and the new 4 veggies, it's 7 vegetables. That is the 7th is just for all of your vegetables. It's a little bit much. So that's why I thought about the greenhouse as a while back. I thought it's not a bad trade-off really, but we still need 4 fields at least just alone for our other 4 crops, other 3 crops, and also what else did we what other productions have we got? Remind me. Cow farm, the dairy. I'm not sure that this is gonna cut it. I mean, you can't sell it, I know, but I mean, we didn't have to use it. It's a shame. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was looking at what Callie said, and basically there's a production. You can't. Everything's like a part of the map. He's done it like that, so there's no selling and stuff. And he said if you really wanted to, there was a couple of slabs near somewhere. So I would say maybe it could be that one. Maybe it is. Although it's a bit, I don't know. I'm not sure. He said it was near to something. I like a production or something. Land Trade North. Yeah, there's definitely a couple that he's actually done on purpose. Just trying to... Oh, no, maybe this is, because this is flat as a pancake. Yeah, this is one. So you could sort of... I mean, it's on the edge of my... I've got to be honest, this type of thing... I suppose if someone is... Callie's never really been a great supporter of Start From Scratch. A Start From Scratcher would say, this is the last place I ever want to be. I'm in the corner of the map. I've got nothing around me. If it's your start, you're best to be in the middle where you're. If you was going to make a farm, you want fields around you. You don't want like to be at the edge and everything's furthest away from you, because there's absolutely no benefit from that. Right, so that's 1. Maybe 18 looks fairly sort of square and. It does, but I'm not sure. Not sure it's actually what I thought it was. This is greenhouses. Okay, so... no, I don't think this is it. But there was definitely something else he said near somewhere else, like... So, and it's not a very big map. So there's not many places you can really hide these things. Totally truthfully, but 8? No, no, 8's the field where the cows are. Now, I haven't done the update, and I've not done the update on purpose because it doesn't really affect us terribly badly. And in fact, some of the things was about the cows and the fields. I actually like it. We're not gonna. I don't care. I'm not gonna buy them, so it's not going to do anything to me. So where could it possibly be then? This like almost flattish piece of land. Because I don't think he wasn't on about fields. I mean, this is a very flat field. I would gladly have this as our farmyard. I mean, we've got the farm, but I'm not trying to, we're not going to move or anything. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I mean is, yeah, that wouldn't be too, in fact, I'd love that because you're right near the shop. Yeah, if I'd have done a start from scratch, that would have been beautiful because you've got all of these fields around you, which would be quite nice. So I don't know where, 36? What about that one? Well, if you did away with the cows, it's only a cow pasture. But I think that's possibly... I think something went wrong if you do that. There was unforeseen... Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it on the other one as well. But this could have been one that he did for that purpose. And then obviously you'd have to sell the cows to actually get the patch of land, which actually would cause issues if you did it. So maybe that is it. Right, perhaps. Right then, so enough of this. Right, it is only February. We've got 975,000. We just bought a shed load of fields. Now, I think we got one of the super scanners, didn't we actually? What? Oh no, yeah, they're like, yeah, the BIs. Yeah, I remember. No, yeah. Let's have a quick look at our. I mean, we're doing very well equipment-wise. This sales is quite phenomenal. I will give you a laugh. Oh, that damage mod. Yeah, it was on it. I've removed it. I had the damage control mod. And then I did it like on a Friday night where I thought, oh, that's a really good sounding mod that is. Yeah, well, look what it does to your equipment. I tried it on Westbridge Hills, one of my favourite maps of all time. Not released any of them yet. And I was moaning about Giants doing something to the base game, and it's not Giants. It's a mod called Damage Control. What got me the most about it was I'm not having it. I don't want it. Not at the minute. It's going to have to. And it's if your equipment sat on the side of the path and you didn't do anything with it for 2 months, it still lost an awful lot. And I'm like, because I was watching, some of my equipment was damaged anyway, but some of that I'd repaired, and I was thinking, why is my equipment down to 85%? It really was that bad. It wasn't like just didn't go down by a percentage. It was like astronomical amounts to my reckoning. It was so scary. I hate the damage as it is. It's the one thing that freaked me out about FS25 when I moved into the game was that scared the living daylights out of me, because I knew we wouldn't have any mods to like calm it down, because I don't know what Giants are thinking of with how bad the damage is. Right, anyway, so it's lizard. It's areas. I thought we did. Thought we had it. Let's have a look. View on the map. Whereabouts are we? Right. Okay. So really, I think one thing we're going to do right now, because it's February, so why not go and scan the field? So yeah, I suppose we were going to look about the amount of things we need. So we need 3 fields alone for our vegetables. And I think the other thing I'd like to do is, if we're going to have, we've already got it. Yeah, I'm going to put down our dairy, and we're going to stop using this. It's just not going to cut it. We've got water buffaloes too. They are all getting up to a stage where they're also going to make quite an impact, and some of them are going to give birth as well soon, 2 lots. So this is going to start to get quite good. Now, obviously, we've not got any sugar for making chocolate. I was going to grab some, and I remember saying that. But what I was thinking was, did I do? No, I did flour. Yeah, I didn't do sugar. I'm not going to do 2 things like that. That gets a bit cheeky at that point. But our dairy does do a little bit of sugar, not a grand amount, but just enough to keep the chocolate factory within it going. So I'm thinking we'll put our dairy down, but I might go. We're doing very well. Although we're going to, I think a bionics enough, because our herd is never going to be massive on this map, never. So, I mean, it's not small, but what I mean is, yeah, it's a small to medium map. We don't really need to go stupendously. Where are all of our tractors? Is there anything still worth anything selling as well? I mean, at this precise moment, it's herbicide, lime, buffalo. Yeah, got a bit of buffalo, carrots. No, no, the carrot cake, all of the things that are building up again for next year, they're all like just white again. So we're not selling them out of like season. Pig food, we've got quite a bit of, but we're not short of a bob or two. I do think we probably need a few more tractors. I mean, it's small to medium though. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, you've got the case. Maybe a little bit more, but I think we're not far off. We've got the fence as well. There's the Xylon. Thought we had. No, we haven't. No, so we haven't. No, it's alright. I'm thinking of another Let's Play. Right, so one thing I did promise, agrarian farmer was talking, and he's done quite a few comments. And he was talking to me about the so I'm thinking not about what he said. He was literally, that guy, it's cold, mate, it's February, it's too cold to read him with his short sleeves, with your sleeves rolled up like that. Yeah, obviously the one thing that is nothing to do with the damage control is the damage that things take. So what I'm going to do is we've got half of the teams up here, isn't it? Yeah, I think we probably could do with maybe one or two more. But I really don't think there's that much force. So, I don't think I've got it in. Yeah, no, I looked at dinner time. I looked at the what is it under? It's actually got its own category. No, it's not forage wagons. Mixer wagons. Where is mixer wagons? Or is it in? Is it in miscellaneous? Animal transport. Forage mixers. I thought it was in its own area. Now, the bestest I haven't got, actually. Yeah, I mean, I know we had that one originally, and it really wouldn't matter in a way. But there are actually a couple. I feel so strongly about this. I'm actually going to go out and I'm going to get what I consider to be the best one in the game. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, I've had to update the game. It was really getting quite insistent, so I've updated it. But I don't care about the features that the game offered that we got. I was quite happy. As long as nothing goes wrong, we should be all right. But yes, famous last words. So what it is, I think we did the store deliveries. Yeah, now I was looking at dinner time and I was looking at which I considered to be the best of all of these. And the clear winner was not who I thought it would be. It was actually, I should show you. Yeah, I've not got that many in because I don't use them very often. Yeah, the V-Mix by Bartson B3. The BVL Van Lengorik V-Mix 24 2S. 42,000. It's a 24 cubic meter thing. It's actually one of the biggest. There's a couple bigger. There's a 35 and 45 as well, but they're like an awful lot of cash. Whereas this was like well below others that were smaller. So I thought, to be honest, this was really what I wanted to show this one because it's yeah, we will indeed lease this. Now then, what did we did buy a shovel, didn't we? Or did we? I was going to grab the mover for doing this. What we could do is stick it... Well, we could actually stick it into the... I'm not sure if it takes forage. Forage is a bit weird in the game. Yeah, it is. I was forgetting about all the honey we've got, haven't we? Yeah, of course. We're honey barons, aren't we? I remember. Yeah. We were doing this for this as well. Yeah, we did actually do a lot of investing in this business with all manner of things, to be honest. So yeah, it's really quite amazing. Beetroot, of course, yeah. These are what we've not done so far. Carrots. How come we had oh no, because we did do carrots. Yeah, that's right. We did carrot. 2 of the 3 vegetables we did already, and that because this is a bionic luxury desserts, it absolutely beasted whatever was thrown at it. It's a bit of a beast, literally. Right, so have we got in our possession? Did we actually buy? I thought we bought the 2,000 litre universal bucket, which actually it's not it's ours. But yeah, where is that on the map? That also is down in the yards. Of course, yeah, we might need to Oh, we could always lease a bucket. We could, rather than like grab the mover just for this one thing. I just think we'll just lease a bucket. So hopefully we'll not be using the A2s, not because I don't want to use A2s to use things, but yeah, hopefully we won't use them too much longer because we'll be having plenty of our own stuff. We may need a couple of spears, but if we do want to do that, we really want to do it now, sooner rather than later. We need a bigger team. If we're going to support that kind of level fields, I really think we need like more. So, buckets. We want a telehandler tool. Oh, have I put any telehandler tools in of this? Because we had the Breslau and Lardy. I always liked those a lot. Not sure if I put them in. Oh, well, that's true. I've got the JCBs. Rossen mods were one of my favourites throughout, which is probably why I've not got... Yeah, I'm a bit sparse on my mods, and on purpose as well. Because, I mean, these are amazing anyway, and they're fantastic prices. He makes some fantastic kits. So, do you know some... Should we buy it? Yeah, go on, let's buy it. Oh, hang on a minute. No, standard. Yeah, we haven't got a JCB quick fit. So, we'll grab... Stick that in, and I think we'll use it. I'm trying to think how would be best to do this. And also, that is true. We're risking it a bit. We have got a baler, but I've got to be honest, they're a bit funny about this at the minute. The game is really not very friendly with you doing what I was going to suggest. Because obviously, if you ever want to make... there is another way to do this. There is, yes. Okay. This is... Oh, it's gone and done that thing again. It's lost my sound. So it is the game, and it's not... Yeah, it's so I re-put my drivers in, because obviously sometimes it can be a driver issue. But I've actually done that already. I literally, the other day... remove my sound drivers. The microphone's obviously an external device, but the second I got this game is so totally smashed. Yeah, it is. It's rubbish. I've got to be honest. This is the worst iteration of FS I've ever had, and I've been ever since FS19, 22. I thought 22 was worse than 19. I've got to be honest. But this is rubbish. And having done this, obviously I know what I've got to do. So I remove the drivers, as anybody who's a good gamer would know that's the first sort of thing that you would do is you do remove your, if the game's ripped your drivers, you would rip your drivers out and let Windows reinstall them. It's that I've got any problems with sound at all in any other way. I record sound all the time. If I'd got driver issues with that normally and it wasn't game related, then I'd get strange issues with my recordings, and I don't. And the fact that the microphone is using the same card and that never drops at all, the only thing that drops is the game, proves again it's the game. The other thing I did was I repaired my game files the other day, so it's not a damaged installation either, or if it is, then it's damaged just over about 4 days, which is ridiculous. So I'm going to be right back again. See you shortly. Right, okay then. We're back. Let's just see if we can actually get the shot there. Right, yeah, no, what was I actually going to say? Yeah, the game is funny about forage. I'm not sure if that's been done yet, as in fixed. What's that one that was fixed? There was just, I felt strongly about wasting this agrarian farm, but I think also felt the same way too. So we're not going to, this is why I want the mover. I knew it's going to push stuff like that. So let's say, that's right. It did say something like that. It drops back as hay, because this wasn't hay. We all know. So it drops back and it's now like it's removed the silage element. So really we ought to look. That's true. Now that is a way we can do it without the game having a dicky fit. So really we want to switch that on. And we're just going to... Now, this is it. We wanted to test this with bales, though. That was my point. Yeah, it was. Yeah, because what agrarian farmer was saying... So we don't need to... So, let's suppose we could do it a bit more because it's twice as much hay. So really, you want at least about 8,000 litres of hay, at least. Yeah, we might lease them. Yeah, we will. Nearly got most of it. Yeah, the biggest bulk we've actually got. It has actually rotted a bit though, because it was quite a lot, but that's about 8,000 litres of hay. It wasn't all hay, it was forage. The game is funny about forage. I don't have a chance to fix that yet, but it doesn't really look like they have. So hay. You can have twice as much hay. Now then, does everything insist on middle feed now? It's weird. Obviously coming from FS19 and FS22, where, I mean, middle feed started to come in FS22. We've just kept it down at the... I suppose now that we've actually got field 7 as well, it really does make sense that we actually stick one in between the two fields. It's not going to be too much of a stretch really to actually do that, I don't think. So let's just stick. Yeah, I'm actually using my old one quite a bit because the fact that it's the fact that I'm getting the grate is causing a lot of issues on a lot of Let's Plays. So the fact that this one hasn't got a grate is actually quite great. Oh, it is quite great, I've got to be honest. Yeah, so let's do that. I do like this a lot, so let's just do a bit of a splash of this and get rid of the little bits of... Yeah, so somewhere around there is where we're aiming for. So, with that in mind, yeah, we're trying to show what Rare Environment is telling us about bales. So why have I done that then? Because I don't need to do that. I know what I was going to do. Yeah, because... Yeah, I just don't like the idea of cheating. It's just... My sensibilities. Oh, seriously. Now then, yeah, we're not trying to cheat. We're not trying to like do a crafty. We've got 967,000 in the bank. What we could do though is actually, yeah, what we can get is stick this in the... Let's do the best we can under these to get all of this all we possibly can before the rest of it rots away. That's about as good as it gets. The rest is sort of almost unreachable. It does seem a bit nice to grab the mover just for about 1,000 litres of... Let's just try this out. Everything's out right. So stick this thing here. Have we got any straw in here? That is something actually. No, but yeah, that's not what I'm trying to do. He was trying to sort of show, he was telling me about if you've got a fork, you can hover over it and take some off of your fork. So he said he wasn't sure about this kind of fork. Now I am sure about this, but it's still in every other way a standard fork. You say it's not really, no, is it? No, not for this, it might actually have an effect. A raring problem might actually do it. So let's test this theory. Now then, the only way I can do this is by using the conjuring, or being as we're trying to do bales. That's the only way I can actually do this, is to conjure a bale. So, 1, 2... Does it still do the F12 thing? Yeah, no, it goes to here now. It's got a board. I'm not used to this. I actually don't like this. I don't mean that how I sounded. What I mean is, how do you... here we go. So add a bale, square, we want a straw, well, obviously unwrapped, so how do we actually remove these? Remove? No, we want to add one. How do I add it? Right, adding a bale, I saw it drop. And we also want a... No, we do it wrapped. That's why it's not the grass. I don't know why Why would that not let me wrap? Good. Wow, we'll go through any of our Scotch pine logs. Well, yeah, this is definitely what we want. Right, okay, so why can it not? Oh, the square bale. Dude. Yeah, right, okay, I get it. So, yeah, 125. Oh, please tell me they're actually done, though. It's fermenting 0%. Don't want that. I apologise for this. I am actually... So we don't want grass, we want silage unwrapped. That's what we want. No, do silage unwrapped. Right, thank you. Yes, so the whole point of this is to sort of show these. We will... Smooth those out. So... Oh, it's one of those tiny little bales. It's the baby bales. That's not the little juice. It's my own fault. I don't very often use those. I forget when they exist because I just never play with them. If I see that, if I see a mini square baler, my lip instantly curls up and I go, whoa. Yeah, I do. I admit it. Well, we've all got things we do and do not like. Simple as. So the silage methods go for a straw bale and go square. Straw. Yeah, 180 will do. We're not trying to like take the nick. We might need to. We might need silage, straw. Let's go to 40. Do. Why would that change that? Right, fantastic. Okay. So the whole point of us doing this is obviously the silage bale will go in completely over there because we were going to add it in. Do you know, this might take half the session, but it's worth it because obviously there are other people that probably don't mix the same as I'm not a massive. So the old mix is it was twice as much hay. You can always have as much silage as you like, but you always want twice as much hay as anything else. Let's grab the hay down too. You need the least amount of straw of anything else. No, this is it. So we don't want to put that one in yet. It's got a lot of hay and it's got some silage. So what we're looking for is obviously that we're sticking that straw in it, but it's supposed to lose a little bit at a time. And I think he's right. And what you see is we're going to drop this completely in. Well, I suppose we can still emphasise this, so whether it actually. Yeah, it is. You can see it going up. So it's actually sucking the bale into that. So it doesn't care whether it's this kind of bale or not. Yeah, you can see. Fantastic. So now we want to do the same, but this time we will just get. So there we go. We've all learned something. Even a agrarian farmer was not sure on that particular thing. This thing, so we've all learned something by us doing this. So if we hold this open, we know, we can see that it will actually at some point turn into is it insisting on no, it isn't. No, you can still do the old mix. So there we go. That is it. So it does prove what agrarian farmer was going to say. So I mean, I don't care that we've like sort of seemingly wasted a bit of cash, and I suppose you could say that the bales and the payments for us just showing something. Yeah, it's not anything. Yeah. We've also bought a bucket too, which was useful, and we've also cleaned the field up. Yeah, I like the growing farm. I actually do feel strong. It was bugging me that it was there. And I was thinking, and especially once I realised that the veils literally did go. So I think that's one of the mods I've got. It's got quite far reaching. I'm not wanting the damage, so we want to stick this straight into here. So this is the if I was going to mix, this would be the one that I would want. The Roberts aren't bad either. Yeah, I quite like the Roberts too. And then where are we actually? Turn on tip side. Right. I think. Is it? Should just do tip. I think. Does it sense where it can actually, or do you need to switch it on? It's a bit annoying. Okay, so it's nothing to do with that. For some reason it doesn't like to tip into anywhere other than where cows are. So we're not going to waste this. Let's go and actually feed the cows. And then we'll send it back. So yeah, I've put this in specially. There we go. That proves quite a lot to myself, agrarian farmer, and others really. That yeah. So those bale, sort of the ones, the ethereal ones, are still the same as the old ones. You still can use them in exactly the same way, which is quite useful to know. So we'll spend most of the session, well, it's why not? Did we tips like right one? Yeah, so it's literally about triggers. Yeah, but surely my trigger, oh, maybe it's only for animals, as in like, maybe. Yeah, we need to, do you know, it's very far reaching this. It is part of my trouble. I was going to say, actually, I was thinking, I was looking at dinner at the sort of content creators, because I must admit, I always hoped that I would be far more successful than I've been. I realise obviously it is, I always say about myself, I'm Marmite. And I was looking at, well, what makes some of these content creators so successful? I was looking at people's content thinking, it's sensationalism, which I hate. Other people love it. So, you're just sort of trying to be friendly, down to earth, dynamic sessions. Obviously, people don't care about that. It's true. But obviously, they don't. It's true. Or I am. Some of us. Which is probably true. No one knows. Otherwise, we'll always go on the session dragon bales as well. Yeah, I'm a terror for like, one of my driving forces is always to, a bit like the board, efficiency has always been one of those things that is one of the driving forces in itself. So inefficiency I hate. So I don't like wasting time. So I just don't like wasting time, is my point. I like to get everything into systemised things so that we're all nice and everything is working. So that's short. That's pretty much almost. Can you force this? I don't think it lets you, does it? This was my land. Surely I'm allowed to tip some TMR on the floor, but I like. Yes. Brilliant. I don't want to pay rental costs for this. As nice as it is, when obviously we're already mixing our tea and we're already sending it from the production silos. So I just wish to show the fact that now we were going to do the scanning, so let's at least do that, so that this session we've actually done something other than getting a bit of forage off the side of it. It was important to me, and it was important to our agrarian partners, and also we've all probably learned something. So right, so we've got across the field. Let's have a look. Yeah, to do the biggie. So field 21, which is over. It's a bit of a pea super. It's not. No, it's further down. We can probably get it though from just this side of it. Oh, well, let's go in the field. So it's only really bit number 7 that we've not actually done. So it's going to be a short session, yeah, because with this is I'm not going to, yeah, well, I want to next session. We could go through to March morning at least, surely. That's not bad. It's a bigger field than you think. Smashing. I do like this, the fact that we're only paying in the single scan for about what you would normally be paying for an awful lot more. Right, so then I believe we have, that's our old field that we bought not long back. Can we sneak? It's no field 7, isn't it? Yeah, we're already done 23, doing 44. It's just field 7 now. And then I think that will actually do me. So, obviously we've not achieved an awful lot, and I think that's what I'm trying to say. I always seem to want to build Rome. That's always one of those faults. Never happy with like little tiny sort of things, and yeah, I always want to be doing like well too much. Well, sometimes, you know, you just got to have a bit of fun and just, now that is a 4-inch. Let's see, it's got to be an entrance surely. It's not too far down here as well. It would be nice to come through the town centre as well and actually show it off a little. So it should be, I would imagine, to our right. So although I was not going to update it, we have actually updated it, but you're supposed to start a new save game. If we get any problems, I switch in XMLs anyway. I won't do a new save, I'll just literally know that it's the right field. So now we need to go like that. So this is the other way to field 7. Now we can see how beautiful field 21 is. It is very, very nice, which we already knew that it was. Yeah, so nearly all loam, a little tiny bit of like sandy loam. Oh, field 20. We can see that. Oh, I think we're going to buy that too. Oh, so he got rid of the scan date. What is this? Playing down. We've just been down there. And now we've got to go back again. Seriously? Right, okay, I think we ought to, if we're going to do that, we ought to buy 22, I think, as well. Yeah, yeah. I think that then, seriously, puts us in a fairly good position for fields. We might actually lump that one together. So we're looking for a left turn in second. You're not driving terribly well. I've got one of these kneeling chairs. I'm trying to get the position right, because the other day I put it on and I killed my knees, and I was reading and they were saying the only reason it should do it is if you're not on the right position of the kneeling chair. It's agony, pain that went sort of through me my knees. So apparently it's been, yeah, so I've adjusted the sort of thing of it so that it's not too leaning forwards. I mean, they're an acquired taste anyway. It's something that you've got to persevere with if you're going to go for it. It just helps you with your posture. Obviously, I'm at work all day sitting on a chair, and then I come home and I'm sitting on a chair. So seriously, yeah, we need to do something about that. Right, so this is the field we've just scaled. And we are down to, oh, we can join them actually, I think. So if we just go straight down the middle, we should get all 2 of these, really. What I want to know is, why did we lose the data? I suppose because we shouldn't really have got the data, should we, for it, so... Let's wait and see. We know they're good. Yeah, so we can actually join these if we wish to. And 22 is this one, so we could just join. Oh, yeah, the 22's. Oh, is it a... Yeah, it's behind the fence. Yeah, I think we'll sell 22 back. It's just... Yeah, we'll... no, we don't want to do that. We want to... Yeah, this sort of goes really got to go all the way around. I don't want to do that. I'm happy we'll just have these 2. It's close to us. No, we bought an extra field as well. So we've got loads of fields now. We've got those 2, that one. We've got all of our 3 for the vegetables. We could make this into rather a big one. I think we've actually out of all of our vegetables, even though we did all this. Oh no, I've got a lot of carrots and parsnips left. So I'm thinking red beets, beetroot. Do a lot of the biggest field of that. Obviously, we've got the green beans and the peas and the spinach. They're all coming through from that. We're missing something. Spinach, peas, green beans. And obviously long grain rice too, which is for the flour as well. So yeah, do we stick? Yeah, do we make this a bit more? Do we stick down production? And if so, where is it actually going? Because we are really running out of space. Yeah, we are. That's true. It is true. If we're going to do away with the dairy, we're going to stick the BI industry dairy in. They're not terribly big though. No, they're not really. That is true. Let's indicate. And I think we'll send the drones up. We'll have a good look. Where could we possibly squeeze the industry? We could stick one here, but never thought of that actually. Is it our land though? Let's have a quick look. It is true. That tree is massive. We own the farmyard, which is there. Which actually is that bit there, right behind us, I think. So, well, we could do that then. Yeah, if we're going to stick something right there on the edge of the field. Let's just check the field as well. So that would be... No, that's... Oh, no, it is. And then that one there. Yeah, between the 2 of them, I think we've got it covered. So then, let's put our this in. I wouldn't chop this down unless it was absolutely necessary. As it is. And for once, we're not going to gather the wood chips. We're just going to, unfortunately, have to get rid of them for this particular thing, or else it's not... Well, let's first of all make sure we can do this, and that it really is our land. So we're going to go, I think bionic. I don't think we need to do any more than bionic. Which I think is 17 for these. Because it's only a single thing, so it would be... That's the wrong one. Yeah, it is. It's the type 3 with the extra thing. That's right, yeah. Ooh. That's a bit big. Didn't I do a little one? That's the old mod. Wow, that shows the difference in size, though, between the two models. It's a bit bigger. I think it's all about that. Can we sort of like go to demolition mode? B. Can we get rid of any of it? Oh, you can. That's what I was just thinking. Just the one bit. We may have to chop one more of these trees down. Let's have another go. Now that we've actually got rid of that, can we actually do it? No, it's the wrong one. Overlaps with another object. Can we put it in B mode now? Yes, we can. That would be about perfect. Is it going to be easy to get to? I mean, as in, like, well, it's right next to the cows, for starters. We can dump easily, and we can get to the chevron, so I think win-win. So we want to do a little bit of painting. I think we need to get rid of that one tree. Yeah, I do like this a lot, actually, so we're going to use that. Apologies, folk. Let's go quiet and concentrate. Have you painted enough? Are you sure you painted enough? Seriously? Right, fantastic. So we're going to level out a little, like, just to where the cows are. So I don't think that's, I think it's sort of quite a little bit. Yeah, from about there, I should say, just sort of to just about the fences, so that we can get on this without like going anything too terrible. But I would say that is not too terrible. Yeah, that's spot on. So this is the with the new BI industry. I'm hoping that's my last one. I'm happy with this one. I was quite happy with the last one, but this one I really do like a lot. So yeah, I agree. It is very, very good cow. Not faults. Yeah, your taste is definitely good. So we're going to go from this. We are going to start to stick our milk into this one, not the other one, because this has got a few little tricks up its sleeve. And also, yeah, the honey. We may have to put a bit more honey in though if we're going to do this. So the enhanced dairy. What? Oh, I thought it was doing bionic. It's 27,000. Who are you? Yeah, so my bad. Apologies. So let's try the bionic enhanced dairy, which is 27,000. I should know this. I mean, I did create it. I was there at the time of creation. Super small. Oh, it's a super. Oh, so I've just not called it. Oh no, it's there. Why have I got the super at the same price as the? Okay, well that needs doing. We did it in B mode. Let's not panic. Let's not panic. That is about right, I would say. Smashing. That's more like it. I will sort this out. Yeah, that'll be my job for tonight. That's to rectify the super and put it back down to what should be a super. You will notice that the big, tall, purple building is now down to a more reasonable amount of size, not the giant tower that it was before, which was a little bit so yeah. So this is the BI industry bionic dairy. Yeah, so this has got a couple of tricks up its sleeve. Now I thought about it and I did my research. I thought surely that, I mean, we know the cheeses, the buffalo mozzarella, and there's also goat cheese too. So they're all special. But I thought chocolate, surely the other animals could do chocolate. They can. It's true. Actually, the very same thing that makes buffalo milk special, which is rich and creamy, would also make terribly good chocolate. So, and also goat cheese would, although it's quite strong, so you don't need so much goat milk to that to actually do it. So I've created some special chocolate. I've done normal chocolate, which is just from normal milk. So with our milk and our size pallets, I'm trying to keep everything to keep everybody happy. So if everybody wanted to go the old Giants way, you can still do the old Giants way too. But if you switch this one on, then you're obviously going to get like this time. I've kept the, if you'll notice, the chocolate is still the same recipe as that one. There's no gain other than the fact that it's made with honey. Now, I'd imagine honey chocolate would actually be quite nice, really. So yeah, I haven't put the price up, but I think I'm not far wrong actually. So hang on a minute, where's my other honey chocolate? Gone for the buffalo mozzarella. I mean, for the buffalo milk, it's gone. Must have made a mistake with this then. Yeah, there is also not just standard milk that you can actually do it with goat milk, and also yeah, so there's standard chocolates made with our sugar, standard chocolate made with normal sugar, and then there is milk. And unless the game's fighting me, because I'm sure that this should work. I might have not done the number right. I should check it later. So, but it is true. If it might be though, Giants don't always allow something in deliberately. So if it's only the game says only normal Cas, even though goats and buffaloes could definitely create chocolate, if they're saying no, I'm sure it's not that actually. But if it is, then it is. So yeah, these are the 5,000 litre pallets of buffalo. Well, all of the milks will let you do this. The recipes are the same. It's just so that the pallets are bigger. So these are my own, and the butter the same as we've already seen. No, we haven't on this Let's Play actually. Yeah, so this is my own creation. But again, I haven't tried to. But the thing you can see is this has got a bit of a sugar mill going on. Again, it's not really powerful. It does 3,000 litres a day, or just over 3,000 litres a day. So it's really only supposed to do a bit of cheese for this. It's not supposed to be a sugar factory per se, where it's making tens of thousands of litres. It's still fairly good, but what I mean is it's not supposed to be super duper. It's supposed to be like making enough to keep the honey going. So I would imagine. Actually, sorry, no, not the honey, because that's managed by honey. The normal chocolate with sugar, yeah, that one there. So that would be like grabbing our sugar to do that. So we've made the switch. We just need to now stop putting the milk in here. Let's just switch my arm off. So I think that is probably where we're going to leave this particular session. So we have spent money like water. Now it's $860,000. Oh, I'm going to be under dollars next year, Westwood Hills. So yeah, I'm going to leave it for now. Typically most at the end of the session. So yeah, so we are on the up. Yeah, so next month, we were going to go through to March morning, weren't we? I do think that Callie's on something with his puddles, though. Yeah, so we will. Let's go through to... Were there any other reason we were supposed to be? No, I don't think so. So we shall let the old dairy peter out, and we shall start to put milk in the new dairy going forwards. We should just check this. I'm trying not to get too mad with the sales, apart from at the beginning of a Let's Play where you really need it. Oh, we've leased and we didn't release it. It's right in front of us. You know, I'm a terror. I am a terror, I really am. Let's get rid of the leasing. Let's release. I think that's all we were releasing. Well, yeah, we bought the... we bought the telehandler buckets. So yeah, that's it. So let's have a look. March morning, we're going to get busy. But we will first of all, at the end of this session, just check if there's anything big or anything we really need. So, ooh, that's... Oh, I see. I hate the fact they haven't got a front 3-point link, though. Such a... Well, the one... there is one that has, but I think this is the one that hasn't. Yeah. Seriously. Okay. Well, they're a good price for obviously for a single tractor like that. Very good price for 300 horsepower. 50. Well, that then does make it like a lot different. So, oh, is that my favourite tractor? Oh, I knew the second I'd done that. Right, okay. We'll let it stand. It's my own silly fault. It is. So we've lost 3,300. We will reset it though. Let's just set that back down to the store. Reset, yes, and we're going to sell it. And then that's definitely where we're finishing. Down at the store. Yeah. Oh, of course, yes, we've got my little harvester. What I'm going to do with that is we're going to do this the traditional way. We're going to tip the goodies onto the floor as we're using that one. So obviously the odd field we're going to do with that, we will need a mover to grab the stuff off the ground. But it is a fairly realistic way of actually doing sugar beets and vegetables to actually do that. So it's not really the end of the world. So we've probably not made that much because somebody went and... So the Rotney... yeah, no, I just want to... I don't want to be like faffing around an awful lot. But it would be silly to like ignore the fact that we're going to make 25,000 for driving that around here. Yeah, you can't ignore this fact. It's a legitimate way to make money. My character's a bit of an art for daily because he's done so much buying and selling that he just doesn't, he knows contacts. Unlike some virtual farmers who have not touched this type of feature, we're sort of trying to embrace all of the different aspects of the game. But I still, obviously, like all of us, you've still got your own sensibilities about what you think is fair. Mr. CLP used to do like runs of selling diesel, buying from one place to sell to another. I don't like doing things like that. This is... No, I used to like the one before this. No, it is the ARX. It might have been the 7 then. I like this one, but I don't think this is the one I actually like. It's got smaller track things is what I mean. I don't like this one because what I mean is I have got a favourite John Deere. I used to call it the Insect. It's got smaller track things than this. I'm sure it's the 7RX. But this is probably quite nice too. But it would leave us with 600 grand. When we're not buying, it would be a decent tractor to have. 300. I think we could do sort of, yeah, I think we could actually sort of get one for cheaper is my point. Yeah, I think, you know, if we just hang on, we get something like that, but like not... Yeah, I think this one's sort of a little bit on the pricey side. Oh, yeah, I've got my fantastic, yeah, I've got our roller. I seem to be struggling with English tonight. It's, I'm going to be honest, it's one of those days today. I pretty much drove all the way over to Manchester, pretty much on the outskirts of Manchester, and then I stayed late because I didn't want to drive back to Manchester tomorrow. So yeah, 30 odd grand. So I am pretty shattered. Came in and yeah. Right, so up to 952,945. We haven't got any loans, have we? Let's just check this. I can't believe we've got 2 9-meters. Like, I love those two, the Pilatus that we've got. They're amazing, especially in that you can do vegetables. Yeah, so are we going to join that one and make that a monster field and do beetroot in that one? We did parsnips in the bigger field and carrots in that one. So I think we've probably got more parsnips than carrots. So we may do carrots in that one and sugar beets. It's another root crop though, isn't it? Yeah, I'm trying to observe crop rotation. I don't think we can if we're doing this. We'd have to just fertilise the fields an awful lot more, I think. I don't think we could possibly do that. So do we do something as well? Do we actually keep one of these as like oats or something? So like oats and... Now this is the best field we've got, 21. So oats perhaps for making some of our own. I know we can make some, but we, instead of buying it, we could actually do one of our own field because it's obviously less of a thing, and we could actually make our own flour. We don't need I think we can use the Buying Luxury Desserts to chomp a bit, and we'll probably still buy the other ones because otherwise it's not the best of a flour meal because it's not supposed to be. But yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. So we will do oats and beetroot. It is true. Beetroot. In fact, actually, yeah. Parsnips, beetroot, a small field of carrots, and I think another field of oats. I think, yeah, because oats is not terribly good. So I think 2 fields of oats and 3 vegetables. And obviously we've got plenty of grass to make our own TMR. And we are going to get a flour. We are going to get straw off these 2 fields as well, which obviously normally in vegetables, it's not something you do. Oh, sugar beets. Yeah, I agree, actually. I was just thinking about that myself. Right, so field 3. Oh, it's not bad, actually. Oh, but it shouldn't have anything in it. No, so that we bought it at the right time. We're lucky because the farmer could have actually started to plant it. Yes, yeah, we're going to buy the data for this one, being as like we've done this because, yeah, we've already gone around and done the rest. So, yeah, we will buy that. So, not bad. Yeah. Field 20 and 21 are the bestest. 23 is still not bad. I mean, 25... No, I think 25 was... I think we've got enough. So, sugar beets on field 3. Yeah. So, that's what we're going to do. And I think we've got enough fields. Got half the map. So, I am going to say my goodbyes. Yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.